My my end, my end. Yep, Martin Lawrence dropped some news on us that got everybody excited and got the internet blowing up. And that news is that his TV show Martin, which was a huge hit that we all love and we still watch the reruns as of now, is getting a prequel series. Yep, Martin's TV show is getting a prequel series. Now, as I said, a lot of people are excited about this. They're happy about this. But there's a few questions that us as fans want to know about this series, and we're going to get into it. Now, one of the things that people wanted to know is what's going to be the storyline with this? Where they're going to go with the storyline? Is this going to be before Martin met Gina, Tommy Cole, and then he becomes friends with them? Or is he already friends with Tommy and Cole, then he runs into Gina? Where's the storyline going to go? That's the question that we all want to know. Now, they haven't said anything about the storyline. They haven't given us much detail, but just know that the prequel is in development. That's the first thing. The second thing is the cast. Who's going to play young Martin? That's what we all want to know. Because whoever plays Martin, they got to be able to bring that fire. They got to be able to bring that fire. They got to be able to make sure that's on point. Just like with Tommy, Cole, Gina. But I'm rooting for them, and I'm pretty sure that with Martin having a hand in this, that he's going to make sure that they do right by the show. That they're meaning that they're not just going to cast anybody and just put anything together and have storylines and have episodes, and whoever does the writing is going to just be putting some stuff together just to say, okay, we did it. Now, I don't see Martin letting that happen. I see him taking his time to make sure that they develop this show correctly and that they're going to do right by him and the cast. Because this is a very popular show that everybody loves, and this is his work. The next thing is the writers. Whoever the writers are going to be for the show, they got to be able to bring that heat. They got to be able to bring the heat. You can't slack on this one. The writing got to be on point. The jokes got to be on point. Just everything has got to be on point. And I would assume that certain elements about Martin's life, they're going to put that into the series to develop it to make sure that it goes correctly. Like the things with him and his mother, how he got started in radio, how he met Stan, all those things. So they got to make sure they have a good writing team with this. That's the first thing. And I always say that with every project that anybody does, you got to make sure that your writing is on point. Because if your writing is not on point, everything else falls apart. The next thing is, where can people watch this at? Because streaming platforms are definitely putting their bid in. They definitely putting their bid in. Because once he announced that he's developing that he was going to be developing this, his phone was ringing off the hook. It was ringing off the hook. But we all have to sit back and wait and see who's going to win that bid. Because whoever grabs this show, they're going to have a gold medal on their hand. And we're starting to see this now with like a lot of popular shows that they're doing prequel shows based upon these shows. Now we saw what they did with Bel Air. I watched Bel Air, it's all right. There's some episodes I like, some episodes I didn't like, but overall, it's good. You know, some of the things that they did with some of the characters, I just don't like that. But overall, it's a good show. But with this one is going to be very interesting because, as I said, whoever plays Martin, they got to bring that. They got to be able to bring that fire, like his attitude, how he was talking about people, cussing people out, and everything. Man, that whoever gonna be playing young Martin, they got a job. They got a job on their hand, and it's got to be somebody that can really pull it off. You know, and some people are thinking like, okay, well, they're gonna get a comedian to play their role. They're gonna probably get a popular comedian to do that. You don't necessarily have to be a comedian. It has to be a good actor that can do a damn good job and be very convincing. And I would say that Martin is really personally going to have in selecting who's going to play him. He's definitely going to be in that casting call to be like, okay, he ain't got it. He came. He ain't got it. He ain't got it. He ain't got it. So we just have to sit back and see where this is going to go and how this is going to turn out. But I think overall, this show is going to be definitely a banger. This is going to be a show that people are going to tune in to see this. Whatever network it is who picked this up, they're going to have a hit on their hands. But they just got to make sure that the writing's on point. So we just have to sit back and play the wait game. But I will keep y'all updated on this. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about this. Martin TV show is getting a prequel series. Are you happy about this? Are you not happy about this? Do you have questions and concerns about it? Let's have this conversation. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned.